Now, let's corrupt lesbian culture. Go ahead. I see you, Faye. Lesbian icon Martina Navratilova slams Donald Trump Jr. for Michelle Obama trans meme. Out lesbian tennis icon Martina Navratilova has strongly criticized Donald Trump Jr. for sharing a transphobic meme targeting Michelle Obama. The meme, posted on Transgender Day of Visibility, claimed Michelle Obama is transgender. It is no longer available online. Navratilova, known for her outspoken views against trans inclusion in sports, defended Obama on Twitter, writing, quote, "unfucking believable," end quote. This baseless attack not only targets Obama, but perpetuates harmful stereotypes about black women. Black women have frequently faced discriminatory comments about their masculinity. In 2020, Alex Jones, known for spreading conspiracy theories, falsely claimed Michelle Obama was transgender. During his father's unsuccessful presidential campaign in 2020, Trump Jr. continued his pattern of making offensive remarks about transgender individuals, resorting to transphobic rhetoric. This year, too, on February 12th, Trump Jr. shared a photo on his Instagram featuring former Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker LaVon Kirkland, captioned, quote, "I found this rare Michelle Obama rookie card," end quote. Navratilova had responded to that post to saying, quote, "What a pathetic loser Don Jr. truly is. Racist and misogynistic beyond belief. I hope he is as miserable as he is racist," end quote. Navratilova's outspoken criticism of hateful comments and slurs by conservative bullies like Trump Jr. adds to the growing chorus calling for accountability and respect when it comes to marginalized communities. You know, she's been challenged and questioned about the way she speaks out about including trans women in sports and stuff. But the one thing you have to give her credit for is that she doesn't sit back idly when it comes to supporting our community and getting out there. Yep. I mean, she grew up in a communist country. She was born under the Russian control of Czechoslovakia at the time, you know, and moved here for freedoms. And she's outspoken about where our country is going because she knows what it's like to live under that rule. And she speaks out about Trump Jr. and Trump because she sees what can happen and what happened under Russia. And, you know, she's an inspiration in so many ways as a woman that's won probably more, I think was Chris Evert and her, like tied for number 1 or number 2 as the best tennis players in the world and stuff. So, you know, kudos to her for this. And it's nice to not be talking about some of the things she doesn't do right. We're talking about something that she is doing right.
I'm gonna give you a little pushback.
Okay.
Why is she offended? I understand why it's offensive, but why is she, why does this offend her? Because like she's a proponent for women's and women's rights and all that good stuff. The fact that Michelle Obama was called transgender is just simply incorrect. It should not wholly offend you to be compared to a transgender person. You just correct them if somebody's misinformed. But why is she so offended that this cisgender woman was compared to a transgender person? Because we know her roots. We know Miss Martina, her wife's roots.
Well, because a broken clock is right twice a day, right? She gets her moment where she can stand up for us. You know, I have my issues with Martina. I'm not going to support her as a lesbian. I don't appreciate her. I think she's a TERF and she doesn't include my trans sisters. So I've got a middle finger for you in 2 letters that I don't have to say, right? But when it comes to this, she's absolutely right. Donald Trump Jr. is a disgusting human being, all right? And I wish this was the first time that I heard this despicable thing. I know Trumpsters, and I know some people who have said these words out of their mouth, and it's disgusting, okay? Michelle Obama is a beautiful black woman, okay? And there's nothing wrong with being transgender, of course, but she's not transgender, okay? She's a black woman who supports our community. And that right there gets under Trump Jr.'s skin.
And he's perpetuating hate.
And he is, and people will
and
listen
that's
to
the
him.
part why, in this case, I appreciate the pushback, but I appreciate the fact that she is standing up and saying it is not right to hate. It's not right to hate on transgender, and it's not right to mislabel people because they get spread even further. And then all of a sudden, everyone's being misrepresented. And I think pushback is important.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go back to what you were saying about Martina Navratilova. You know, I think the perspective that maybe she has, because, you know, she was the first in her in tennis, you know, to come out as a lesbian, you know, back in the 1970s, 80s, I think it was. So herself being a trailblazer, you know, she was going into a sport where it was predominantly men. So, you know, she had a lot of I think, a lot of barriers to overcome. So I think she might feel a sort of, responsibility to, step onto the platform where she feels that she might lend a voice. But yeah, she may not have the personal experience, I would think, of a transgender person, but I think she's just maybe lending her voice to just the cause.
It'd be great if she lent her voice to trans athletes, which would be fantastic as an athlete herself,
'Cause
right?
she would make moves.
Right.
But I mean, we can only hope maybe she's going in the right direction. Maybe we'll be having different conversations about Martina in the future. All right. We can all hope for that.
Yeah.